Right, well, we're going to start a new series here in Libby, Montana called Things on a Stick. This city has got all kinds of things stuck up on posts. And here, as you come from the west, as you come into town, is the first one you see. And it's a car put up on a stick. Or actually, it's a large metal post. Now, the story behind this is that at one time, the car club was doing a thing called the Burnout here at the car show, and one of the founding fathers of the show was a guy by the name of Teskey, and he loved this car, and they put it on the thing as a memorial to him because he died. Now that's what I hear. So there it is. Nice looking thing. Doesn't think it runs. Well, anyway, this is the drive-in. This was the drive-in. But we had a huge storm here that came and blew the whole screen down. That's why you're seeing there's no screen there, Cyrus. And that's right, there's no screen because it got blown down. It closed up the road. It was really something. Quite a storm. Quite a storm. So I'm going to work on putting pictures of things on sticks because there's a lot of stuff around town for you to see. Well, out for now. Well, I thought I'd better throw in a picture of the 56 with the 54 flags. Now this was for the class reunion. They had a 50s reunion. Everybody in the high school that was in the 50s came back. Well, not everybody, but they were invited to come back. We took the truck, Brad Baith and I, put the truck in the parade with some straw bales in the back, and had all the babes from the class of 54 in there. So that's what that flag is all about. Right, so you're looking at me, past me, that's the Forest Service office. That's another thing you see when you come into town. And in any case, we're working on this thing called Things on a Stick, and I think you might be able to see it up there, underside view of the thing on the stick in the town of Libby, Montana. Right, well here we are with another thing on a stick in the city of Libby, Montana. This is one of the first eagles that got put up in the city. Now you can see it's up on a pole, and the thing's ginormous. I'm going to go down there and get a better look. Right, now here's something else on a pole. This is one of the first eagles that got put in here in Libby. This is one of Todd's sculptured eagles. As you can see, it's on a pole. Alright, so here we are out in front of the central school building. And again, we're looking at Todd Brigette's car in the wall. In one of his earlier pieces. It's right up there. Quite something on a stick, but this is a car coming out of the wall. And this is on the side of the central school building in Libby, Montana. And this is some more art by Todd Brigette. And this is one of his earliest pieces. He's the eagle guy, and he's also responsible for a lot of other things that are on sticks that we'll see later. Well, here we are at the next stop. This is right on the intersection of Highway 2 and Mineral Avenue. This is the way to go downtown Libby. And what you see there is one of his Todd's last creations. This was the City of Eagles piece, and it's the entryway to downtown Libby. Here we are, a little closer. There's the eagle itself. Now you notice this one's still got the silvery bald head and tail. Hasn't rusted up like the other one has. I think he started using stainless steel or something on these to get that effect. Here we got feathers. Whole perch type affair here. So anyway, Todd Brigette is a teacher at Libby High School. He was an arts and industrial kind of guy and a computer kind of guy, real creative type. So now he works at the alternative school where the car in the wall is. That's one of his first pieces. And he's sold these things around the country. There's some in Glacier Park and other places. So not bad. Done pretty well for himself. Lives just down the street from me. His daughter and my daughter are both friends. She's a firefighter. My daughter's out teaching the music here. Right, the backside view, same thing. There's Highway 2 in front of you. And of course you can see the Cabinet Mountains. A little overcast today, so we're looking like maybe a little rain, but also maybe some thunder showers, which could mean lightning, which could mean fires, which suck. Over here, little motel, one of my favorites, the Evergreen. Great little motif. And there's a truck. Here we are, down in the Libby Mall area. Across from the school, that's Ace Wood School over there. And this is the Ace Hardware Store. Truck up on a pole. Right, well it's kind of windy right now, so you're probably picking up a bit of that. But here it is, this is the Ace truck up on a pole. The only one I know of that's marked with a danger sign. It's an old Chevy. Gorgeous job done on this. And you see in the back, you've got a boat with a pole. Well, Ted, the guy who owns Ace, he changes this up all the time. So at Christmas time, there's a Christmas present back there and different stuff inside this truck. Now, I don't know if this truck was put up here by Todd or who, or maybe the car club guys, I'm not really sure. But there you see, this is the girl up there and she's fishing away, talking about the great fishing you can do here in Libby, Montana. And that's the public school across there, big field where the kids play. Some of our local woods inside of the town. And this sort of pans us up to where we're going next, past the truck over there, past the 56, to the next thing, which is a fishing pole on a pole. Alright, well here's for the guy who wants to catch the really big one. A gigantic fishing pole on a stick. Actually, it's in a metal socket over there on the ground. And if your guy was big enough, he could probably come pick it right up and go fish with that metal fish on the end there. So here we are, Flower Creek. Kind of empty right now. It's August, middle of August. I've seen this all the way up to the bottom of this bridge that we're standing on, with ice flows, with ice out in the streets on Highway 2 back in my National Guard days, where we lost one of our 5-ton trucks to an iceberg on Highway 2. Amazing that was. What a day. And then you got a big fish. Well, this is the Zebco reel, and I believe this is another creation by Todd. But I'm not exactly sure, but it's kind of cool, eh? Let me get a little side. Oh, there we go. Get the whole side picture there. And with that great fish, a rainbow trout. And that one's got to be pretty good. I've seen some come out of by the dam that are about that size. Alright, here we have an interesting monument put up really on a pole, on a stick. It's a big piece of a tree. And this is a monument to the Libby Loggers from the class football champs in 1932. And this sits out in front of Libby High School on Education Way. Now this guy up on top, the logger, he used to have an axe, but he doesn't have an axe anymore. Seems to be gone. But I'm going to show you where I think it is. Right, well here we are. And this is where I think the axe went to. Actually, this is another piece of art by Todd Burgett. One of those pieces, pre-Eagle pieces, that he made while he was still working here at the school. This is in front of the Libby High School. That's... Well, okay, there we are, looking right there at the Eagle behind me. This is the one that's by the Visitor Center of the Chamber of Commerce in Libby, Montana. It's one of the last things we're going to see on our section here called Things on a Stick in Libby, Montana. And you get a good view of it there. Flying right at us. This thing's big there. It's big. And there's my friend Mark Cruz. Hey Mark. Mark's the counselor at the high school. Well, here behind me is the pavilion where you get information about Libby, Montana and the area around. As we spin around past the stand where the Eagle is, you can see the Chamber of Commerce for the Visitor Center. More information on some of it. Okay, over here, Fireman's Park. It's a memorial to the firemen who served in the volunteer fire force in Libby. You can camp there for next to nothing. Over there, we've got a playground for the kiddies. Gorgeous place, and of course, you can see right there the cabin where you can hike to your heart's content. Well, that's going to pretty much wrap Things on a Stick in Libby, Montana. We're back with other stuff and just check our other vids.